Good morning, good evening, and of course now I yawn. Good afternoon, and welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds. And we are setting our scene on Sept, Adoy, because Binary. Um, and Binary has, well, she's been pretty withdrawn for the most part since the incident. Um, though, albeit for someone who's withdrawn, she's really clingy, so clingy. But in an odd freak event, considering her general cleanliness, she has found herself back at the base of the tree that she and Lefty were building in, and as an observer might see, has just kind of sat herself kind of down at the base of the trunk, nested in against the what little bit of the roots are above ground, and has just tucked her back against it, kind of curled herself up. She has her headset on, not even just earbuds this time, but the big bulky over the ear headset, well, headphones, with a cord going down into her pocket, and has perhaps taken off the leather jacket today, especially what with it being, early afternoon and still pretty warm. But she has bundled it up in her arms, and considering that she has her legs pulled up, is just kind of hunched forward, arms crossed over her legs, the jacket over her arms, and her chin kind of just resting on the leather, and is just kind of zoned out to whatever is blasting into her ears.
Lena Trimbleson has been jogging around and is in combat shorts and a t-shirt, as she is not used to hot weather at all, so she's melting like the frozen snow caps where she's from. She will spot Binary. She has a mission as well. She wants to chat to her. She's brought beers. She's doesn't quite know how to do this, so she has brought the standard, get her grieving tools, which is the hatchet throwing and beer routine. So she'll walk up, very calmly, taking a cigarette and putting it behind her ear, and she'll walk up and see Binary having all these head things, and she will walk forward and just boop Binary several times in the nose, bam, 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 to kind of like zone her out.
She's not quite so far gone that she doesn't notice, especially since it's kind of hard to approach her from the rear with the tree at her back. So she'll kind of glance up as Lena heads over. She's an easy spot, well, with the ridiculous hair and whatnot. But yeah, just kind of curiously looks up and will, as Lena gets fairly close, will reach up and kind of pop one side of her headphones to jostle it off of directly over her ear. And for her trouble, gets a nose boop. And looks kind of vaguely perturbed.
She'll smile awkwardly. I thought we could talk for a minute, just us, just the ladies. Smile awkwardly.
And she's
like even jingling the beer cans, like hey, you know what I mean?
And she's a bit of a blank on it, but it's not a negative reaction, and she just kind of gives a little side gesture to all this ground that she's got next to her. Guess.
And she'll kind of like sit down awkwardly beside her, open the beer, and look at her. Cole's okay with you drinking these?
And yeah, assuming it's held even remotely in her direction, she'll put a hand out as if to take it. Yeah,
she'll just nod and hand it. She'll just nod and hand her one. Like okay, cool.
And with that, Binary has acquired a beer. And she'll still be in the fairly closed position, but at least now sipping at it.
So, Binary, how have you been?
Everything sucks. Literally everything.
She'll nod. Yeah, I just noticed you've been the sadder of the two. than everybody lately. So I thought I'd wait and sort out the boys and then come see you.
Yeah. You're you're Abel's cousin or something, right?
Yeah, I'm his cousin. She'll nod. Adelaide's too.
And I wouldn't say she brightens up per se, but there's a light tug at the corner of her lips. I miss him. I wish he hadn't left.
He was your friend too. She'll like lean forward a bit, taking a sip.
Yeah. Before he went back home, I think he was going to be back with us, but then he had to go.
Yeah, I heard his sept had a bit of a rough run, so they needed every ruin back.
Yeah. And he was pretty good at that. No, when he was here, back when I still had trouble being outside, he'd let me carry his shield around and I'd hide under it.
Just smile at that. That's kind of adorable.
She kind of quirks. Again, it's not a bright smile or anything. It's a weak little grin, but it's something. Yeah, I was a pretty badass turtle.
Just smile. Nod. So you're a cub, right?
Yep. Kind of blinks at her.
How's that going for you? You can tell she's trying to. She's not used to talking and like grievances. You know what I mean? She's trying, but there is that awkwardness. You know.
That also sucks. Not having autonomy sucks. Not being able to, use my own computer sucks. Not being able to go outside, well, inside sucks. It pretty much just sucks.
Just a smile. Yeah, being a cub does suck. What tribe were you thinking?
She kind of finally puts on kind of a bemused grin and brings a hand up and first bumps her headphones down around her neck so that whatever's blaring is kind of half audible because she had it cranked pretty good.
You're the computer magic people. Oh, right.
Yeah, she comes back the bright bangs. Yeah, it seems kind of predestined,
No, the computer magic's good. She'll nod, like really enthusiastically. I've seen some people do weird stuff with the computer magic.
I'm talking weird stuff like using GIFs or weird stuff like using a computer. She's like looking at her sideways now. She's got the little grin going.
There's a stare. Isn't that what you guys do with the computer magic?
Well, yeah, but to some people, using a computer at all is pretty much magic.
Blink. Blink, blink. I know how to use a phone, but I've never really used a computer before.
Oh, no.
My sister does, but she's a dick and won't show me.
Yeah, we'll teach you how to use a computer because computers are awesome. And I'm not sure how you can live in the modern world and not know how to use a computer.
Well, I have a phone, if that helps.
I mean, it is a computer, practically. Just fits in your pocket.
She takes out, do you know those old Samsung flip phones? One of them.
Oh, God.
What? It's really cool. I have this little game called Snake. She'll even show her,
She looks agonized. This is barely even... I mean, I guess it's technically a phone, but... Oh, boy. You probably don't even know how to use a smartphone. Oh, God. We gotta get you a smartphone.
I heard them mentioned on set before, but my mother was like, "You can use them when you're a Garo. You don't need to use them now. Go help the kin. Go help the kin." So
They use them to just be people, and yeah, she pulls her phone out of her pocket, and it's not the
I
newest
mean,
or the nicest, but it's definitely a smartphone.
she just shrugs. I mean, we live far away. We went into the cities a couple of times, but it was always really weird.
Look, Verizon's got coverage everywhere. I'm just saying.
Smile. I take it you're not much of a fan of the woods and the trees and all that, then, Binary.
I mean, outside isn't as bad as it used to be, but inside has AC and electricity and outlets for my computer.
Okay, okay. Just smile. I mean, it is nice to go on a bike and go across country. That was pretty nice.
Okay, bikes are cool though.
Smile a bit. But how are you doing? I mean, she kind of like awkwardly like scratch the back of her head. Shit like that's never easy.
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be sad forever. I think I'm just gonna resign myself to it. It seems like the thing to do.
She'll nod. Just give this understanding look. Yeah, it's the life, unfortunately.
That sucks too.
Well, I mean, I do have one way which might help, which involves those beers. And are you any good at throwing things?
I don't know.
Do you want to find out?
Like throwing what?
I mean, I can tell you one thing. Abel sucks at throwing axes at targets.
Oh, if he sucks, I'm probably really bad.
I bet you're not. I bet you $20 you're not.
Well, I could use $20. I don't have $20, so it'd be a pretty one-sided bet.
Just smile at her. Well, come on. Do you want to? Yeah, you see her like, do you want to jump on my back? She'll stop before she says it and kind of look at her. Do you want to piggyback or do you want to go with that?
I mean, it's not like Cole exclusive, but I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't that be kind of weird for you? Like, you barely know me.
I'm just trying to help. My cousin cares about you, and I'm trying to figure out why. Most friends rare only care about someone when they're worth a damn. So I'm trying to figure out how much of a damn my cousin gives. I don't mean it in a bad way, I'm not very good at you know.
I mean, he and Lefty were pretty good, and she kind of gets stalled up there. And just goes ahead and stands herself up awkwardly.
She'll look over, like, I mean, she's a bit taller than her, so she'll look down at her. I know he means a lot to you, but if you want some advice,
And she kind of glances up. She's already got like the she's not crying yet, but she's got like the heavy tear laden eyes kind of thing going on.
and she'll look around, and she does look around. Never cry in front of them. Never cry like that, Binary. Cry on your own, of course. No one's going to take that away from you, but never cry in front of these people. You can't afford to. That weakness, they'll take it. No matter what they are, no matter how nice they claim to be, they'll take it from you. Okay?
And she kind of goes through a couple of vague expressions and finally kind of looks aside. I don't care what they think anyways.
have to be strong, Binary. That's what they demand of us, strength. But that doesn't mean, she'll look down at her, that you're not soulless. You can cry for him all you want on your own. But out there, you're as cool as a fucking cucumber. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing you're weak. You get me?
It's not being weak to care. And if they think it is, they're
No.
stupid.
It's not being weak to care, no. But sometimes, and I think you and I both know, that people twist that, manipulate it. So never give them an inch before they take a mile.
Well, fuck them. She kind of scrubs at her face with the back of her arm.
Just smile. That's a better attitude. Just smile at her, kind of ruffling her hair just a tiny bit.
And yeah, it doesn't seem to bother her at all. Considering the volume of time she's spending with Cole and Abel, she gets a certain amount of a pass on being kind of personal, even though they barely know each other. So she doesn't mind the head ruffle.
She's smiling, like, lead her on and bring her down to a target dummy that she has seen has several axe marks in it, in the chest, the balls, the head, you know. She'll pick up a set of hatchets and hand one to Binary. Throw one, let's see what you can do.
How do you even make sure that the pointy end's the end that hits it?
She like demonstrates, she like lifts the head up, you know, takes one herself and kind of lifts it. You want to go down and just bring it down forward, like in a kind of one motion. Use your eyes. You're already aiming with your eyes, like you're aiming a gun. Just one motion, Binary, okay? Give it a try.
Okay, if you say so. She kind of picks it up and, having taken a glance over, will mimic the hold and doesn't seem especially confident in this process, but she'll give it a good college try as soon as I put this into place.
I mean, take your pick. You're kind of spoiled for choice.
Is it what, just standard diff for a thrown weapon?
Yeah, unless you're aiming. It's Dex Athletics.
Yep. And she'll whip it. We'll see how it goes. It's 3 successes.
Nice.
It thuds firmly into the dummy. She seems kind of puzzled that that worked out that well.
See? Looks at her. Doesn't that feel good?
And she stares for a couple seconds and blinks at the dummy and then kind of looks up at Lena in earnest surprise. I'm usually really bad at this stuff.
Smirk a bit, and we'll pick up one herself, and we'll fire it. Get the one. No, not as close as Binary, but thunks in, and she looks at her. It's the best stress relief in the world that I find.
No, it's just kind of good to not suck at something.
Smile at her and look back. You know, I mean, most people expect you to fail, so you just keep them thinking that, and then when they do, when you succeed, wipes the smoke off their face. I always found that quite entertaining.
Huh. Are the hatchets where she can reach another one?
Oh yeah. They're right. Like just put it like a pile down beside her, like about 4 or 5.
Yeah, she'll snag up another. Kind of lift her brows a bit, and this time actually like pay a little more attention instead of just kind of half-heartedly pitching it. Because, well, holy shit, if she can do it twice in a row, that ain't bad at all. So yeah, she'll take it and wing it again.
Hey,
And not quite as spot on, not quite as hard a thud, but she still smacks it into it another time.
You're not bad at this. The better than Abel, he missed both twice. First tries.
I'm never better than Abel at stuff.
Well, guess what? You are now. You're a super extra machine. You know, and she smirks at her a bit.
And she's still a bit bemused, and while she picks up another one, this time she's just kind of looking it over. I imagine it's just your basic old hatchet. Are they
Yep,
actually like
basic.
throwing hatchets, the slender ones that are like weighted
Yep,
for
yep,
it?
yep,
And yeah,
yep.
she just starts kind of looking it over like you would expect anyone with, a head for engineering to look anything over.
Yeah, it just looks like your basic bog standard throwing hatchet, nothing fancy.
Oh, nothing fancy, but it could be.
Yeah. Oh. She smiles, you know, and they know kick up another one with her feet and give a whirl. Yep, she thuds it in. Just, so I met some of the rest of the gang today. Yeah, well, the other day.
Like who?
Sierra.
She kind of gives a non-committal shrug.
She's all right for a Black Fury. She'll smirk a bit. She seemed okay. Bit weird though. That's Theurge's for you. No offense.
Everyone
She
here's
looked down
weird.
at her with a smile.
Like literally everyone here is weird.
Okay, I'm starting to figure that. I met a new guy. There's a new guy here as well, apart from me.
New guy? Like what new guy?
Bonar? Philodux.
What was the name?
Eddie something. I can't remember his name. He seemed. He's a Bonar binary. Fair warning: Bonars are Bonars. They smell bad. They eat bad. They're just generally dirty. You know, she kind of grins at you.
And again, there's kind of a non-committal shrug. Just hadn't met him.
I met. Who else was there? I met the warder.
Oh, that guy who fills in my tunnels when he realizes they're mine. No, wait, that's the keeper.
Yeah, no, the warder's the big one. You know, the big, huge motherfucker.
Yep.
And she kind of awkwardly. He made me a guardian as well. I thought I'd ask.
Seems like what all the cool kids are doing.
Well, I am cool. You know, she'll smirk over at her. You know, with this awkward, like, I'm cool, you know, stare, you know.
It gets a more earnest grin out of her. She combs her bangs out of her face again. Abel and Cole are both guardians, right?
Yeah, they were the ones to tell me. They were the ones telling me to go for it.
Yeah. So all the cool kids.
Smile a bit. You're hoping to pack up with them, right?
Well, if not them, then why am I even staying here?
Should not. That's a fair point. I mean, I think I'll probably end up doing them too. I think Abel's more or less certain on it. They decided who was alpha.
They did?
They did. The Get did. She'll smirk a bit. It's Cole 1. He's going to be alpha.
Okay, good.
He's pretty good. Pretty good fighter. She's just nod. He seems like a cool guy.
He is. I mean, sometimes he's a jerk and he punches me in the face, but the rest of the time he's pretty cool. And she, like, turns the little hatchet a time or two and finally wings it at the dummy.
Jesus, nice. Binary's fucking consistent as a motherfucker.
Yeah, thuds right in there.
How you feeling now, Binary? Getting that stress out?
I mean, life still sucks, but here's the thing I'm not bad at. That's good.
She'll nod. She'll nod again. Do you know why Cole keeps staring at me? And she'll like pick up a hatchet,
I don't know. I
throw
wasn't.
it, thuds in. No, he's just staring at me really weird. When I asked him, do you want to go for a beer later? And he was just really like staring at me. It was odd.
I kind of haven't been paying attention. So
No, that's fine. She'll smile at her.
I guess I'll
All right.
look.
She'll demonstrate, which is the droopy, like dopey look that Cole was doing. Just like, you know, really like, oh, you know.
Yeah, it makes her laugh. Just the rough approximation of that like dopey face gets her pretty good.
Smile at her. I mean, I didn't know why. I thought I did something wrong.
I mean, he's kind of a musclehead. I don't know what to tell you.
She just shrugs. I just thought it was a bit weird, you know. But then again, Aruns are Aruns. She'll smile.
Yep.
But yeah, is Abel training you how to fight, or is anyone?
Yeah. Abel does.
How is he doing?
He kicks my butt. He beat me while I was in Kranos, and he wasn't. It was pretty sad.
It's not. I take it you're not the most adept at combat.
And she kind of combs back the bangs and like leaves her hand up there to just kind of hold him back for a second, kind of side glancing up. You, I guess, wouldn't know. So
I can show you a few things if you want. Although, fair warning, if I'm showing you a few things, I won't hold back.
So what do you guys do with Metis? Like where you grow up?
It's harsh. It's harsh, I'm not going to lie. But Fenrir believes strength is everything. So if a Metis like you proves herself to have the strength and conviction to do what's necessary, then we don't persecute them. It's only when they display weaknesses, when they back down from what their Gaian duty is, that's when we condemn them. Because in the end, Fenrir demands that we have a strength and preservation of what we do. A Metis life is never easy, but there is a duty that they must have to do.
But
And we
like
respect those who show that.
But they like train with you and stuff.
If you want to train with me, I'll train you, Binary. But I won't be easy. I'm just warning you.
I just meant like, so.
My cousin cares
grow up
about
like
you.
That.
She'll smile a bit. My cousin cares about you. Abel doesn't care about most people. So, you, Cole, have been applicable to me, and I'll reciprocate. I'm a simple woman, Binary. I get on with people that get on with. If they don't get on with me, well, then they can challenge me or get the fuck out of my face.
She kind of grins. Just because Cole said similar things. No, I just meant like Metis where you're from though. They train and they do things, right?
It depends. See, for me, as a Ragabash, I train how to fight smart. Abel trains for glory. I train how to survive.
I just kind of grew up in a room. We had educational videos though.
Educational videos. She'll raise an eyebrow. I grew up in the wild, Binary. Snow. Forests.
Oh, no, that's good. I'm not real good at pretty much any of that kind of training. Because I haven't.
If you want, I can teach you the. If you want, I can train you. Should like look up or down. I can train you how to fight like you, not like most crew fight like they're trying to be the biggest person in the room. The smart one tries to fight like themselves, and how they're going to do it.
And she ponders over that for a second and kind of squints. And
Do you want to know the secret of how you can?
fight then?
She'll kneel down in front of her, so she's like eye level, and her stare is quite intense because she has these really cold blue eyes. I can tell you how you can beat kill Naroon. You rip open the tendon right in his leg, and he'll fall on his knees, and then you aim for the throat. Everything dies when it's on his back, Binary. You fight smart. You use your advantages. You can make guns, yeah?
I guess. I haven't had much chance to practice, but I got a lot to work with.
Well, then you make a gun. You're Theurge. You can do some mystical shit. You make a gun, you can put him down. Aim for the legs, the balls, the juicy bits. Use your head when you're fighting, not the rage. The rage only comes afterwards. It's your mind that you have to control first.
I only use my head.
She'll smile. How many combats have you been in?
Not a lot.
Okay. How many men have you killed?
She actually has to think on that one. I didn't really count. We were just kind of doing the thing.
It's not. It's a good attitude to have.
I mean,
so do you want to learn how to fight like a way that'll get you killed, or do you want to learn how to survive?
I'm big on surviving. That's why I keep trying to make them take me to the range. Range support.
You'll take you to the range. But I'm going to teach you how to fight hand-to-hand smart first. Then I'm going to take you to the range, I promise. Okay?
She does the familiar kind of slump of, first I gotta get my ass kicked. Right. This is how it works.
She'll smile at her. I can't take you to the range now, but I can take you to the range next time when I talk to the den mother. She just gives her like this neener stare.
Hey, I'm just saying, you don't need explicit permission. I just have to go with an adult.
I just don't want to step on anybody's toes. I'm just new here.
She's probably gonna
Besides, I need to talk to her
out of me.
I'm not gonna beat the fuck out of you.
No, she's just gonna ground the fuck out of me, though.
You'll be fine. And stop that attitude. She'll actually get a quite firm stare.
She kind of quirks her brow.
Yeah, she'll put her hands on her hips. You're a guru, Binary, not a baby.
I'm practically a baby. You grew up in a box.
It doesn't fucking matter. Is that you're going to be excuse when some Black Spiral dancer's going to rip your throat out? Ooh, I grew up in a box.
No, I'm going to have to go with, I must suck at fighting. Guess I'm dying now.
Then you'd be a waste. And I don't think you want to be that. Do you?
Well, you said it was while they were killing me. I mean, I didn't have much but a choice of last words, so...
She'll smirk a bit. Sassy little thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
You'd be a good
She kind of hangs her head a bit like, yeah, that's a thing.
You'd be a good ragabash. And she will crane her head and whirl. Oh, Jesus. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna have to go with like the shit fucking dodge.
Yeah, go for it.
AKA like wild flailed attempt to get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, dodge 4. The binary scream.
Like she do. It's the same as that, so I'm just gonna copy paste it. Boop.
Wow.
She flails the fuck out of the way. She sees the whirling. Yeah, she goes, shit fuck! Flail.
Lena will walk. Good. First lesson.
What's with you guys and always with the punching?
Good. First lesson. Get out of the fucking way. And she'll keep walking, and we'll run. Take a jumping kick.
So. Nope.
I dodge this, and I miss. She misses.
There's like the slight sidestep. Okay.
Good. She'll turn whirl back at her. Very good.
I don't like getting hit. I like getting out of the way better. Getting hit hurts. Why do you guys always hit people?
Because she'll smile. Let me put it this way. Do you want to get raked by fucking claws?
No, but like, why?
And she'll sweep. That is 4.
Jesus. Nope. She she finally eats dirt. Thump. And after the heavy thud on her ass, kind of
And
reeled
we'll
back.
jump on her. You know, they put the knees over like MMA style.
Jesus fuck, you guys need hobbies! Hobbies that aren't beating me up! Kind of like shoves at her.
She's gonna punch. Because fucking epic get.
Oh, I'm going block. You have the -2 diff, admittedly, but...
Yeah, you're on the ground, so 3 for Lena.
Oh, Jesus. How do you diff 5 on a punch?
Aren't you on the ground?
I am, but it's -2, not -3.
It's -2. It's diff 5, wouldn't it be?
Well, I'm saying it's normally diff 6, right?
Yeah, it's diff 6.
So it would be diff 4.
Yeah, I got 3. I got 8, 5,
okay,
5.
I thought you said diff 3. I was like, what the frick?
No. I said I got 3 successes. No.
I will still attempt to block. Yeah, her arms just kind of come up over her head, like always with the face punching.
Bam. And I'll just do a bit of base strength damage, just see if she gets a decent gleam of bruising. Just a 1, nothing crazy. This ain't another character of mine. Damage pools.
Her soaks it like a boss. So she gets a little clack, but it really doesn't seem to phase her.
And she'll look at her and look down at her. Well, get out of it, binary. And she'll keep, look at her expectantly. Like she's sitting on top of you.
Well, she said fight dirty. Oh. She gonna be mad. I don't even know what to use for that maneuver. Hold on a second. Let me brain.
What are you trying to do?
Fucking piss her off so she'll jump off. I don't think that'll work. Damn it, she's a get. These tactics won't work. Fuck. I keep trying to mull over what I have on hand and what I could do. Well, she's on the ground. Fuck it. So she'll, one of the hands will drop from in front of her face, and she is going to reach over, and actually they're on the training ground, so it's probably either mulch or sand or loose dirt for the most part. She takes a handful and pitches it in her face and then shoves. And I guess I'll do it kind of like trying to get out of a grapple, because she's essentially grappled.
Yeah, essentially. I'd roll to resist as well. The higher diff because you just blinded me.
Strength is not her strong point.
I got 1.
I got nothing.
Oh, binary. Oh no.
She's a little squishy babby.
Yeah, she kind of rubs her face and looks at her. Nice try. And she will bring the head down.
Shit! I'm trying to block again.
That's all successes.
I know it is. That's why I'm sad. Sad in my sad parts. Let me try to block. Take some of your successes away, you meanie.
Meanie, you're so mean.
Well, she takes 2 of them away.
Okay, so I got 2. Okay, lovely. Oh, 4.
Only one of it
Yeah.
soaked. So yeah, you slam. It's a headbutt, isn't it?
Yeah, just poof, down.
Yep, you slam into her head, and that's 3 levels of damage. That's easily enough to say you feel her nose give.
Mm-hmm.
And she topples back almost immediately, like blinded by tears and with her nose just like pulsing in pain. And
And
she
she will
makes
look.
the most undignified squawk as she takes that hit and immediately brings both hands
I'm gonna
up
be.
to cover her
I'm gonna.
nose.
I'm gonna be a bit bold. Lena's gonna be bold. And I'm gonna roll some charisma intimidation. Okay, so it's that much, and then oh god, a pure read. Forgot about that. That's just 2 successes, but she'll growl down at her, "Shut up and take the pain, binary, and fight me back."
Oh, that's 3. Hot shit.
Yay! Yay!
And she, yeah, her eyes are full of tears and her face is half smeared with blood at this point because she brought her hands up. But with that, if anything, instead of intimidating her, it seems to piss her off. I'll actually take a rage because
Do
that
it.
is a
Yes.
fucked
Yes.
up
Good.
thing to do. So yeah, she takes a rage and she's gonna reach up, especially since Lena's looming down to get Gurr at her, and
Rawr, rawr,
grabs a
rawr, rawr.
fistful of her hair and wrenches to the side to try to tear her off.
Go for it. Yes. Do it.
I don't even know what to roll.
Probably strength brawl, I would say.
Oh Jesus!
I'll roll for resist as well. And at disadvantage, of course, so a higher diff for Lena. And I fail.
Oh, I get 3
Yeah,
successes.
binary.
Yeah, so she literally just grabs a fistful of hair and yanks to pull her offside and begins to kind of scramble for her feet, aiming
Yeah,
like a
Lena.
half-assed kick at her as she goes, like
Oh,
fucking
do it. Do it.
dick.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Kick me.
Fucking ridiculous. Okay, what is it? Strength brawl, and then dex brawl, and then
Yeah, death brawl. Yeah.
what's the diff
I
for
can't
kick? I
dodge
feel
them.
like it was.
Say I can't remember.
Oh, 1 second, I'll pull up my little sheet.
I think it's like 6, unless you're aiming for something. I cannot remember.
I want to say kick sucked. Yeah, because it's diff 7 to kick. It's basically +1 diff and +1 damage.
Ah, there you go.
So yeah, she just kind of aims a rough kind of kick in her direction as she's getting herself upright. Yeah, she gets 1
Not too
success.
bad. Success. Not too bad at all.
Are you defending?
Roll them damage.
Roll them damage.
Roll
Her mighty strength +1.
the mighty strength of binary.
Hey, I'm just saying it's pretty impressive. Oh, hey, 2
Oh,
hole
nice.
bashing. Oh wait, I get another
Soaked.
one. Let me roll my last.
Yeah, so
attack.
I'm assuming you plant her, right? A good solid kick, and she
Oh,
just
well, there you
grunts a
go.
bit.
So that's 3 total.
Yeah, I take 1.
Yeah, it's a winging, but she's at
Mhm.
least she's up now.
She takes a grunt as she's getting up and takes a rage, obviously. And look at her. Finally. Showing some fucking initiative.
And her face is already starting to knit up, but she still has a hand up over her nose. What the fuck? You guys are crazy!
Keep fighting, binary. Come on. I didn't say stop, did I? And will run at her. And take aim. Because Lena's been a bit old with her strategies. So that, oh Jesus, that's 3 since I'm aiming.
Thank God you're aiming.
I'm aiming for the face.
Oh, Jesus. I should probably try to defend.
Yeah, you gotta be 3.
He beats
Yeah,
it.
nice.
And She'll probably reciprocate with essentially, and I guess I'll use the sweep roll for it. But yeah, she's essentially trying to use that running forward to put her back on the ground. So it's Dex Brawl Div 8. That's one success.
I go down. Wow, that was such a bad roll. I go down.
Yeah, so she runs at her and she kind of ducks around the punch and will probably do something that's the equivalent of like putting a foot out and shoving as she's going past.
Mm-hmm. Then it hits the dirt, and yeah, she kind of rolls a bit, and you hear her starting to laugh. She's getting up, wiping her face, the dirt off her face. So you're not so fucking useless.
I'm not useless. I'm just bad at it, and I don't like doing it.
You gotta learn. You may not like it, but you gotta learn to do it effectively. Do you want to be like that other fucking cub I saw? And she's walking forward, not looking like she's going to square up for a fight. She's actually looking at her like she puts her hand on her shoulder and looks at her quite seriously.
She's when she realizes that this next approach isn't one that's coupled with that like, oh, I'm gonna punch it, she'll be a little guarded, but not like respond negatively to the hand on her shoulder. If anything, she'll go to kind of grudgingly wiping as much of the blood as she can from under her nose.
Do you want to be like that other fucking cub I saw who doesn't have the wherewithal to even know who she is? Do you, Binary?
No.
So what do you want to be?
I just want to not suck at everything.
I very much doubt that if you're displaying that kind of initiative to fighting. You've got responsibility, Binary. Cole and Abel rely on you. You're a Theurge. They need you out there. You can be the difference between a guru living and a guru dying.
And it was going so well, but her face kind of falls.
She'll lift her chin up and look at her. You saw it happen, didn't you?
Oh, and she's got the face full of tears again. There's like the tiniest nod. And there's overflow. It's not ugly sobs, but it's imminently headed that direction.
Remember what I told you, Binary. Keep it in. Use it. That weakness, that helplessness that you're feeling. If you let that mass on top of you, well then what's the point anymore, Binary? You have a duty to Cole, to Abel. Not just him.
She's probably kind of hiccuping a bit, but there's another like weak nod. It's the tiniest pressure against the hand that's holding her chin up, and she reaches up and starts kind of furiously rubbing at her cheek to clear it.
We'll look at her firmly and strongly. Judge her. Can take a judging look at her and just, give the shoulder a squeeze. If it makes it easier, I know pain like that. Everyone does in some ways, but it's what we do with it, And you don't seem like no fucking coward.
And she'll probably break away from the eye contact. She'll probably even kind of like, unless she's got a really good grip on her chin, kind of reclaim her head so that she can, bring it down and wipe her eyes clear. Not a coward.
What did she say? If she said
She
anything,
said,
I
"I'm
really
not a coward." Essentially.
prove it, binary, and she'll swing. Oh Jesus! 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to try,
Yep.
huge.
Yep. Yep. I want to try. I guarantee nothing on the
Huge, bunny,
success.
huge.
Huge. Doge. No.
Doc, no, Discord, don't make fun of me.
Don't make fun of me, Discord. God. Almost.
Yeah, just the one then. So. Three. Boosh.
Oh, Lord. None of it's soaked.
That's a pretty solid hit.
And oh, I'm gonna take the rage. And I mean, it won't make much difference, but I will roll it to assess. Oh wait, I've entered combat and taken damage. I'm gonna check the moon phase before I do this, so I know what I'm doing. That's today. It's the 17th. Why is it showing only... Oh, here we go. Maybe? What the fuck? This site sucks. There we go. It is a crescent moon, so it is... Do you have 7? I'll do 6 for her. We have 2 guys on standby. I'm doing it.
Let's do it. Oh. You can spend willpower, remember?
Oh, that's true. I can.
If you wanted, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And she will. She will spend the willpower, so she will not frenzy, but she will revert to breed and just kind of snap in her direction. Because you know what she said? Prove it. And they never set any rules to this. And she loves breaking the imaginary rules that nobody set. So yeah, she clocks her and binary reels, and she just begins to outright like shake with anger because she's getting really tired of getting pressed with violence. And she doesn't lose her shit, but she certainly just blasts up into her breed form and makes a snap. And I don't even think I have intimidation to roll, so I will probably just stick by the roleplay of it because I don't. Yeah, there's no intimidation to roll.
And Lena will take a ginger step back on her heel, like baring her teeth. She hasn't shifted. And Lena's going to roll something. That is manipulation, intimidation for 2 successes. And she says, if you're going to fucking do that to me, you want to be very careful, binary, because I will rip that knee out. And she balls her fists, basically getting ready to shift.
Oh, she doesn't advance on her at all.
Oh no, basically Lena's like, if you want to do that, well then, I'm going to shift and it's going to get intense. She's just basically making a statement.
Okay,
gotta get, man.
That was a willpower check. She is good. She is not intimidated. And she just kind of, like, after making the snap, and once she's backed off a bit, she, it's not a stand down position wise, because she half expects Lena to fly at her anyways. But the upright hackles smooth out some and whatnot when she takes those couple cautious steps back. She doesn't shift, but she loses interest as soon as Lena's out of a certain range.
She'll look at her, very confused, and twists her head. And we'll walk over slowly at first and stare at her. Binary.
She doesn't mantle up. She just issues a snort and picks up one of her giant paws to rub at her face because she got
Do you think
punched in the
shifting into
fucking face.
Do you think shifting into Krynos was going to scare me? I know what you can do in Krynos. You're a guru. Why do you think that would intimidate me? How is that proving you're not a coward?
And she's only so big, probably. I mean, she's still going to be bigger than Lena, but
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Lena's only 5'10", so she's not that big.
yeah. And she kind of takes a glance down. It's not looming. There's none of that standing over you nonsense. And actually go ahead and make your token perception alertness since Lena has never seen her in
Perception
Krynos
alertness.
before. Yes, do it.
Do it. I will do it. Do the thing. Just the one.
It's still one. Well, especially since she's probably going to gesture with one of her paws. She'll see the filed nails, the pointer and the thumb on either paw. And she simply says, "It made you back off. I still got what I wanted.
Twist.
You didn't say I couldn't. You didn't set any rules. And you didn't set the win conditions."
And that's when the smile breaks out. There you go. You be a good ragabash.
People keep saying that.
And I want to see what you're like as a theurge. That was good, Binary. I'm impressed. I'm not mad. Don't think I am. I'm just... She just smirks at her a bit. I'm a get.
You guys are too punch happy.
But did you get what I was trying to say?
I would have got it without getting punched in the face.
I don't think you would have with the same effect. Look at you now.
I cheat every time.
It's not about cheating, it's about fighting. Fighting to win. And to be perfectly honest, Binary, I haven't shifted yet.
That's because I assume you don't want to fight like this. It's kind of the point of doing it.
I could, but it'll end up one way.
Yeah, I'll die.
I wouldn't kill you. I'd just knock you out. It's quite easy.
You say that. It's hard to just knock someone out when you're that big.
I've seen it done before.
And at this point, it's all the same normal body behavior. She's just wearing the shape because this is her.
Like I said, Binary, if you want me to keep doing this with you, I will. I just want to see what you're capable of. And you've passed.
And there's that kind of like, it's not the pout. It's just that little annoyed look before she goes ahead and composes herself back into a more manageable form. And yeah, she'll shrink back down to Hamid. Takes her a second, but meh.
If I'm going to be in your pack, Binary, I need to know I can trust you. I have my own ways of judging. Same as you. Same as Cole. Same as Abel. We all have our quirks. I wanted to see what you'd like when you'd snap. And you showed me. I'm impressed. So if you want me to keep training you like this, I will. If you don't, you can tell me to fuck off. I should just shrug.
Spoiler. My quirk is I really don't like being punched in the face, even though it's like your guys' favorite thing to do.
I very much doubt Abel did the same tactics I did he?
Not as many. But when I did that to him, he just went into Glabro and kicked my butt.
I could go into Glabber and kick your ass if you wanted.
Nope. Nope. I'm back in Hamid.
Or you could actually listen to what I'm trying to say. You may not like it, but you could just listen.
I did listen.
Well, then prove that you've actually heard what I say in the next few days, and I'll see.
Well, might as well train with you too. Everyone else is, yeah. Besides, it gives me something to do.
She'll give her a walk over and give her a squeeze. Remember what I said. Keep it in. Only when everyone else is looking. By that tree, you cry your fucking eyes out. But never show weakness in front of any of these people.
And she mulls it over for a second, and finally, it's been bugging her a bit, but she'll finally say it. Is that being weak, or is holding it in just being heartless?
You're not being heartless.
But I am sad about that, and I do care. And I care more about how much I miss him than anything they think about how much I miss him. And if I just stop crying, they'll just think I don't care.
Since when did you start giving a shit about what other people think about you? From that impression you gave me?
I don't care what they think about just me. But if they thought that I didn't care about Lefty.
And if they think that, that is their issue, not yours. Nobody can tell you how you feel. From the impression you give me, you cared a lot. From what I saw, you cared a lot. In fact, from what I saw, you did the same thing I did when I lost somebody. Everyone has their own ways, and if that's their problem to not have the basic understanding of that, that's nothing you can do. You take care of your own shit.
Fuck all of them anyways.
She'll smile. I know Cole was worried sick about you, and Abel.
I should be.
People who lose people like that in their lives have a crossroads to face. It's up to you what path you choose, Binary. I can't help. Cole can't help. Abel can't help. Nobody can. I hope you pick the right one.
And she'll pick up her hands and kind of do that thing where you take the heel of your hand and rub it over your eyes to make sure that not to wipe away actual tears, but to actually like clear her eyes up because they've filled again. If Cole wasn't here and Abel wasn't here, if Cole wasn't right there, I was just gonna go.
And then you made the right choice. Because they need you just as much as you need them. I just thought I'd tell you that because they're too worried that they'll hurt you. And I think you needed to hear a harsh truth and a harsh reality. I think you deserve that. She gives her kind of this awkward smile, like it's meant to be meant well, but you can tell she's very awkward about doing these things.
And she seriously considers it for a couple seconds, and then does that weak little attempt at a grin again. You know, you're kind of a dick, but I like you.
You're not too bad. Just smirk. A bit too lippy, but I'm a ragabash. I'm used to it. If you want, I do have Wi-Fi back at my kinfolk's place. My brother and sister Freya and Felix. If you want to just relax there for the hours.
That'd be good.
I can even let Abel know you're over, and Cole and Abel can come over. It's fine.
And she nods and kind of finally casts a glance around, goes back, and very promptly, now that it doesn't seem like it's going to spin into more violence, goes over and retrieves the jacket from where it was dropped earlier.
She'll, stand herself up and fix her hair and, pop the cigarette in her mouth and light it. You coming?
Uh-huh.
And she'll walk, hands in her pockets, won't make any move to put her arms around Binary. You can tell she's just kind of at that awkward stage, like, do I hug her? Do I not hug her? What the fuck do I do? And we'll keep walking,
Yeah. Binary just kind of follows along, not like directly behind her, not directly beside her, kind of in that weird blind spot zone.
And Lena will have her kinfolk shower her with Wi-Fi for hours on end, and where Binary will show Lena the techno magic.
Glorious Wi-Fi. Very well. Then I think that is where we will call it. So thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching. See you next time on Living. Nope. Scepter the Howling Winds. Haha! I still kind of have fucked it up, but it's good. We'll see you next time.